I started out talking about it because you told me whatever. So there we go. I mean, that's fine. I mean, you picked a book to make me feel better. Everybody, I was having a bad week last week. It's true. Well, maybe you don't know it, but Dan does. Dan knows.
Dan does.
And he picked something to uplift me. And then I'm super happy that we read this book. And I was excited because I read the whole thing cover to cover, and then to find out that Dan only read one story.
Well, it's because we were reading It's the Summer of Superman.
Yes.
And I have read this book before, but I do have in my grubby little hands the Facsimile edition
Ooh.
of Adventure Comics number 210 by Superman National Comics, otherwise known as DC Comics, from 1955.
It's an old one.
Cover date March. And it's a story about Superman when he was a boy, which makes him Super
Boy.
Boy.
Not man. Superman boy. He's Superman boy.
No, he's super. Well, no, that was after
Superboy.
That was after somebody sued.
So no longer a Superman, but a Superboy, and he can't be a Superman boy. He's just got to be small and Ville.
And to all you haters, I did take this out of its plastic bag.
No,
so I could read it.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, they put these in plastic bags. The reason they did is because they had a sweepstakes.
What?
That's for Krypto's golden biscuit giveaway.
Golden biscuit.
But as you can see, I did not win.
When did the facsimile come out? What year?
A couple months ago.
Oh, okay. So it's relatively recently. If you got the golden biscuit, what would you have won?
Tickets to the movie I paid to watch.
Oh, wow.
The Superman movie, which you have not watched.
I need to go see it.
Because you are lame.
I tried to get Ann, the owner of the Retro Emporium, to go with me, but alas, she was like, well, we have no time. And I said, only if I had a time
You have all the time, but you choose not to use it to go see Superman.
No, she extended the hours for the Retro Emporium to 8 o'clock, and now we have no time.
Won't go after the Retro Emporium closes.
But I have to get up because I got to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
so
go before the Retro Emporium.
Close the Retro Emporium, and then I have to go home to go to sleep. This is why I'm sad, Dan.
Well, maybe you should close the Retro Emporium at 6.
Like we used to? Maybe next month.
Yeah.
After the summer's over.
That seems like a good idea.
After the summer's over.
Well, the important thing is, oh no, Krypto thinks I'm playing a game.
Uh-oh.
He's fetching back the safe, just like I left at the town hall.
Krypto's a klepto.
Well, let's find out about this little Krypto guy. First off,
yeah,
I just have to say, did you know?
How much is he worth?
That in 1955, I was going to answer that. According to the wonderful American Comic Book Chronicles. By Tomorrow's Publishing.
Mm-hmm.
This one says 1950 to 1959 by Bill Shelley. That Ace the Bat Hound and Krypto were both introduced in 1955.
Interesting. Dogs were popular.
Krypto in March and Ace the Bat Hound in June 1955.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Greg, do you know any reason why silly concepts like superhero dogs would be introduced into comics in 1955?
I don't know, Dan. What could be happening in 1955 that would make people...
What happened in 1955, Greg, that made comics silly?
That made them take a step back from being so wild and made them become more childlike and innocent?
That took them back from that.
Mm-hmm. The crime books that we grew up loving and reading and loving, and the horror
comics.
The horror comics.
Which I'm showing a picture of. Yeah.
Horror and crime.
To this.
To Krypto, the super dog from Krypton.
Of course, the DC comics already were that.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, but that would be the wonderful Comics Code Authority.
Oh, I've heard of that thing. That's the
And
stamp in the corner of the book.
that's the stamp in the corner. And while I'm not going to go into a big Comics Code Authority
Why
history
not? We have
today.
45 minutes for you to do that, and we only covered one comic.
Well, what I think is funny is I told Greg I was going to pick something light and fun,
Yeah.
and then I realized I picked a book from the first month of the Comics Code Authority stamps. Now,
Oh,
without
damn.
going into the Comics Code Authority too much,
Yeah.
I'm going to read you a little bit about DC Comics.
Oh.
This book says, National Comics, predictably, National's line made a seamless transition to the Comics Code restrictions. The costume hero titles, Superman, Action Comics, Adventure Comics, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, Superboy, Batman, Detective Comics, World Finest, and Wonder Woman had few problems with the CCA. Neither did National's nominal crime books, Big Town, Mr. District Attorney, Gangbusters, and mystery titles, House of Mystery, and My Greatest Adventure,
Okay.
Future Home of the Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
It's Westerns, All-Star Western, Western Comics, Hopalong, Cassidy, and Tomahawk made it through with only minor adjustments. And its science fiction, strange adventures, and mystery in space had no trouble with the transition. Girls' love stories, girls' romances, and secret hearts were innocuous, as were the adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog and short-lived Congo Bill.
Okay.
Additionally, DC's line had a large contingent of humor and licensed properties, all squeaky clean, that they were happy to publish at the expense of their writers and independent. That wasn't in there. A Date with Judy, Adventures of Bob Hope, Adventures of Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, Buzzy, Dodo the Frog, Flippity and Flop, Fox and Crow, Leave It to Binky, Mutt and Jeff, Nutsy Squirrel, Peter Panda, Peter Porkchops, Raccoon Kids, and Real Screen Comics. It's nice to know that half their line was focused on
animals,
little kids stuff, and the other half of their line was focused on licensed properties. Man, it's kind of crazy when a comic publisher gets so focused on their licensed properties that they just completely ignore the rights of the creators that write for them and draw for them.
So oddly familiar, like a current situation that's going on for the last 5 years.
Was Rick and Morty one of the comics I listed?
In the list of books from DC? No, that's a different company altogether. Yeah, that's a more that's a different thing altogether.
Well, we wouldn't want to criticize any modern comic book companies for having a bunch of licensed titles or anything, just to republish Scott Pilgrim 9,000 times.
It's a good book, though.
Sure.
I mean, you can get it in the original black and white, or you can get it in the newly published color, or the monochrome that's
I think it's probably behind me on the shelf.
I mean,
but that's fine.
I have a couple different versions of it. Not that it matters.
But yes, the effects of the censorship were felt across the entire comics industry. DC, however, had no problems with censorship because they were not publishing anything that was too drastic. Though, yeah, I love to judge Charles Murphy, one of the progenitors of the Comics Code.
Yeah.
He originally acted like he wasn't going to be that involved. It was just like a rubber stamp. And then he decided things like more than a quarter of these changes involved, these are some of the changes of the code, making feminine curves more natural and women's clothing more modest. If a woman had any sort of décolletage, did I say that right? A line indicating the shape of the upper breasts in the exposed area was verboten. Both Charles Murphy and John Goldwater, the CMAA president, launched a public relations blitz traveling the country to address the dozens of civic and church and parents groups to demonstrate how the code was working. Make sure those ladies are covered.
Yes.
It's kind of like if you go somewhere and put on a wrestling show and your women have to wear covering from head to toe to satisfy a culture that you're in that's just paying you to come to their country and sell all of your principles to make sure that you're keeping their people safe from the voluptuous curves of a woman
Mm.
or their skin
Ah.
or their voice.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's still happening now.
I was like,
which
what
is
wrestling company would that be, Dan?
that would be the WWE, sir.
I don't watch them anymore.
Well, they went to Saudi Arabia again,
Yeah.
and the ladies all had to cover up. They had to cover all of their skin up to their face.
Up to their faces. Keeping their eyes open.
Because that's a good way to keep your performers safe and help them, live.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Good news, they got paid a lot, so
that's good.
Good.
But or don't go there at all. I don't.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we opened on. No,
I know. Wow,
Yeah,
this is
there's
supposed to
censorship
be
now.
light.
this is supposed to be
I
light.
was having
and
a
the point
bad week,
is-
and then you just bring up all this stuff and make it so.
Well, the funny thing is,
Yeah.
you think we're done with this censorship shit.
No, I know we're not. It goes on and on and on for decades and decades and decades, and now we're here again, and it's not even like they don't even need a stamp. It's just censorship.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, I learned some amazing things this week, which I will not be sharing on the podcast.
Yeah.
But, and that was sarcasm.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, I think my favorite thing I learned this week
Oh.
from I did not watch this, but apparently it was on the Newsmax network. Giselle Maxwell is a victim.
Oh, okay.
Or Ghislaine, sorry.
What?
Yeah, not Giselle.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's a victim,
Okay.
right? Because she was prosecuted after she had immunity. She's a victim. A sex trafficker.
Yeah.
A victim.
She's a victim. What about all the other victims that she?
Because we're flipping that now.
Yeah.
Because now the president might be named. So all of a sudden, she's a victim.
She's a victim, but
Wait for the fucking pardon to come.
all the people that she had a hand in moving from place to place, their voices are lost in the mix. Yeah. Cool. And silenced.
Right.
Yeah. She
We're
can.
not going to release those files. But you know what?
What?
We are going to release a file is this one because I got a replica copy. So I've got what the original comic book looked like on the inside, ads and everything.
Uh-huh.
And you do too.
I do have all
You
the
have.
ads, which is great. From 1955. Pow.
We're going to find out. So we opened the book and we've got a story by Otto Binder and Curt Swan and Seymour Berry, the inker. And Otto Binder was writing a lot of these adventure comic stories. Otto Binder is also known for what again? Do you remember?
I don't know, Dan. What was he known for?
Lots of science fiction, sir.
No way.
Yeah.
What kind
and
of
he
science
also
fiction?
wrote a bunch of stories for what company before he came to DC National that DC National put out of business?
Could it be that I'm trying to
We've
think.
had this quiz before.
Is it the hold on a second. Hold on a second. It's right there. It is like literally right
Who
there.
did DC sue out of business?
It's like right there. Like
It's right there.
Yeah, well,
I'll
I
give
mean,
you a
they're
hint.
the ones
T.C.
that-
Beck.
Huh? What?
T.C. Beck. And he drew a whole family of these characters.
The Swiss Family Robinson?
No.
Tarzan?
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, in addition to writing sci-fi pulps, Otto Binder wrote tons of Captain Marvel
I
books.
see.
And then after they got put out of business, he, by DC, suing them.
Uh,
Juliet's mad about it.
She is mad about it. I'd be mad about it. Ugh.
She's really mad about
Really
it.
mad.
Like,
Really mad
yeah,
people.
she's so mad. So
Angry.
mad. Very mad.
Angry dog.
See, you're on camera, you see me letting her know feelings. Anyway, so we've got a dog catcher, which is perfect timing. That's why Juliet's upset because
I thought you were gonna.
Krypto's bringing Superboy a car, but he's not he's upset about it.
Yeah. Superboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's getting a car from a dog. Who doesn't want that?
In fact, Juliet is so happy. Join us right now
Oh, hey, Juliet.
in
How are
honor
you?
in honor of this book.
Of Krypto, the dog.
And we'll always let Juliet join us.
Of
It doesn't
course.
have
And
to
she
be
can say
Krypto.
whatever she wants. If she has opinions that are good or bad or, whatever she wants to say. It's fine.
But Juliet's very upset because we get to the first page and the dog catcher is catching all the dogs.
Oh, yeah. Catching them all, throwing them back of the truck. And just not having it.
And a bunch of them, and then a dog bursts out of the side of the truck.
Oh.
And all the dogs are running away.
Well,
And Superboy, because he is a jerk, grabs all the dogs and puts them back in the truck.
of course.
Haven't you seen Lady and the Tramp?
We tried to get my grandma to watch the new version of it, and we were like almost to the end of it. But yeah, that whole entire scene of the dogs getting out is so good. And even in animated or the new version, just everything is really great. But
Well, Superboy is a jerk.
Superboy
like Superman.
is a jerk. Superman boy
Puts all the dogs back and helps the dog catcher.
fix the truck with wood. What a punk!
Also, do you know why we have to help dog catchers in the books?
Why? Because they make stew out of the dogs?
Well, no,
Oh.
because I was going to go back to this. Remember this Comics Code Authority
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Remember this light, friendly episode we were
Yeah,
having?
the light friendly episode.
Well, let me tell you some general standards. Policemen, judges, government officials, and respected institutions shall never be presented in such a way as to create disrespect for established authority.
Oh man, Superboy man has to help out the dog catcher dude to make him and not put him down, but put him up, even though he's a guy that catches dogs that might not even be doing bad things, just out living a life.
Yes.
Because the Comic
Well-
Code Authority said you gotta put him up. Can't.
Well,
put 'em down.
Krypto is wandering out in the thing, and Superboy is not working on the farm. He's working in the Kent General Store.
Whoa, the Kent General Store, because his dad told him that he had to go work there with him.
He works in the Kent General Store.
Yeah.
How we got the mythos of the farm is always makes me laugh, but we're in the Kent General Store, and outside, suddenly, before the thieves can reach their escape car, because we got some thievery going
Yeah,
on.
they were stealing from the store. They held it up, man.
And these thieves in the store are very like
Bad dudes.
50s gangster thieves.
Yeah.
They're wearing the hats. They've all got guns.
Yeah, we got gats
think
here.
it's-
He does. We're gonna.
What are they
shoot
gonna
the
rob
place.
from the Kent General Store in freaking Smallville? I'm sure they just had tons of cash on hand.
They're gonna. Oh, we see you got everything here. We're gonna take it all. See.
Well, the dog
Put the
runs
squeeze
after
on ya.
them. Well, they're not going to put the squeeze for long because the dog runs after them. They're like, blast that stray mongrel. Shoot him. And somebody on the sidewalk is like, poor little pooch. He doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, he does.
And these guys shoot the dog. Don't they
Yeah.
know? This is how you get Keanu Reeves to murder you?
Oh my
over
gosh.
And over
Yeah.
and over again?
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, it's like you just don't go. Gangsters don't shoot dogs. Gangsters don't go shooting doggies.
Well, the good news is he's not going to die.
That's good.
Because you'll know, general standards, no comic magazine shall use the word horror or terror.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh, number 2. My bad.
okay.
All scenes of horror, excessive bloodshed, gory or gruesome crimes, depravity, lust, sadism, masochism shall not be permitted.
Uh-oh.
All lurid and unsavory gruesome illustrations shall be eliminated. So,
Hold on. When was
That's
Grimbor
why-
introduced into the DC universe?
hey, Grimbor was approved by the code, but that was later on.
He was tying up young men with chains.
He was tying up women with chains.
He was tying up
too.
everybody with chains, Dan. He was chaining them all up.
Well, due to the Comics Code Authority, we know Krypto is going to be okay because the bullets are bouncing off him because he
Pew,
can't have
pew.
blood or anything. in
That's
his blood.
right. Yeah, and he's Krypto, the magic dog.
Well, we don't know that
Oh,
yet.
yeah,
but
sure,
right
yeah.
now,
Like, holy
He
crap,
sees it
that
happen,
dog.
and then Clark Kent goes to find Krypto in an alley, and he's chewing on one of the guns.
I
Like
thought it
it's
was a
a
bone at
bone.
first, but no, he's like, I like taste of guns. Yummy.
And then he yips away, and Superboy is chasing him, and Superboy's like, that too, gosh, there's only one name for him, Superdog,
Uh,
as he flies
well,
away.
and he does a
So he's
he
fast.
does a quick change. Like, did he have his super suit like underneath his clothes that he just like boom boom and then like takes off? Like it's like instant.
Well, he
like,
just left his clothes in the alley, so
yeah, he just like boom and then turned into Superman. His clothes just or they disintegrated. Imagine
we
if
flipped
you
the
just went through
page.
clothes like that all the time, Dan. You're just
Well,
like
his parents
constantly
are that's why his parents own a general store, because they can
Oh.
have all the clothes imported,
balling.
so you can just change out.
Change out
Well,
all the
suddenly, we get to the next page, and Superboy flies up in the air, and Krypto turns around and starts licking his face.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, please, doggy, enough super licking. Doesn't he just know the doggies want to give kisses?
They do.
Right, Juliet? You like to give kisses, don't
When
you? Yeah.
when I was reading this book, Little Miss V, the Piggy Smalls was on my lap while I was reading the book, and she's just sitting there licking my hand the whole time. Ow, 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 ow. Like,
Well, and Juliet is back because this is a dog celebration episode.
dog celebration.
I don't know if she's going to give me kisses right now. We're not at the right angle. Everybody wants to see kisses on camera, though, right?
That's true. It's a kiss cam. Since the last 3 weeks have been nothing but kiss cam, right?
Yeah, and this is a much better kiss cam than that. So,
but aren't you gonna play the Coldplay?
No.
Why not?
So, no.
Why not?
So it's played out. So they find a bone underground, and Krypto digs into the earth and grabs the bone, and then Superboy starts playing Super Fetch.
It's crazy. That's how they find the unsolved mystery. They solve the unsolved mystery that's happened so long ago. They find the serial killer Blue, who's been killing people out in the middle of Kansas and leaving their bodies out there in the yeah, because that's what happens. Krypto finds the bone. That's a femur, dude.
Yeah, but we can't talk about that because
because Comics
as you
Code
can
Authority.
Yeah,
wow.
themes dealing with or instruments associated with walking. Oh, that's vampires and stuff.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Inclusion of stories dealing with evil shall be used or shall be published only where the intent is to illustrate a moral issue, and in no case shall evil be presented alluringly nor so as to injure the sensibilities of the reader. So we can't do that.
But Krypto's helping a family in need of mourning. And
look,
yeah?
You cannot. No.
Oh.
Yep. So there you go.
All right.
We can't do it. It says
right there. Okay. Deep conversation. You're right. So then what happens? Then they find his crypto keeper. Just like a crypto. Is it a crypto wallet?
Like a crypt or a trapper keeper?
Is it a crypt or a trapper keeper or a crypto wallet?
Or a crypto wallet.
Is it a crypto wallet?
Anyway, they find a rocket, and Superboy finds a written record on paper from his parents.
A written record in the rocket?
Yeah, and then we get the saddest story ever.
Crap.
So, like,
say that 3 times fast, people. Written record in the rocket?
Yeah. Rick and Rocket record.
Rick and Rocket record.
Ricky Tiki Tabby.
Green Rocket
record.
Whoa.
So
that's an interesting thing.
We get
Krypto has a green rocket, everyone.
Well, yeah, we were just getting to that. Yes.
Yes.
He does have a green rocket.
Green rocket.
And we find out that his dad had been experimenting, like shooting monkeys into space.
Krypto's dad?
Have you heard of Beppo the super monkey, by the way?
What?
Beppo the super monkey?
Beppo the super monkey? There was
this isn't his story, though.
It's not his story.
Okay,
can
so
we read his story next?
Well, basically what we learn once again is that, yes, we could read a Beppo story, but maybe not next. But maybe so.
Okay.
We could find a Beppo story.
I want to so
But
bad.
what we do find out is that Superboy's parents are monsters.
They're monsters. Okay. Why are they monsters?
Because they take little baby Kal-El's dog
Yeah.
and tell him our planet may blow up at any moment. Time is too short to seek more test animals, like Beppo the super monkey.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but I must use Krypto now. It's an emergency. So he takes his little puppy and he puts him in a rocket ship and launches him into space.
Oh,
His
my.
rocket gets hit by a comet and he just goes off into space. And by the way, if you want to read something else, there is a Krypto series out right now that is explaining what happens to Krypto after his rocket gets hit and before he gets to Earth.
Oh, crazy. Here's a question. Now, isn't that the
And
same?
it is adorable,
Isn't
as you might imagine.
Isn't that similar to what happened to Supergirl? Like her rocket gets hit by a comet and she
Well,
goes
you
off
have to
space?
understand that Supergirl comes after Krypto. So
Well, yeah, she comes after Krypto, but she was also launched before before.
Yes. All of this is
These are
factual. But she came from Argo City.
I see. Where all the Argo is kept.
Yes. We're off to save the Earth. I mess up the song. Travis will be so mad at me if I mess up the Star Blazer song.
Yes. Do you think she wears Argo
I'm not even going to
shorts?
try now.
Does she
He'll
wear
just be
Argo
angry.
shorts?
No.
Why not?
But wasn't the Argo the ship in Star Blazers?
No. Yeah? No. Now I gotta look. I would have thought you would have known 100% because you watched it every morning.
I did watch it every morning.
Come
but
on.
so did Travis. Is like a super fan. This is Travis Webb, co-author of Starlight, among many other things. All right. Well, anyway, our once we get the origin of Krypto, and he now is on Earth, and Superboy finds out this is his pup, and he gets him. They start playing until very bad things happen. Is Greg's trying to figure out the ship on Star Blazers?
I am. Well, it's Yamamoto.
And on page 5,
the battleship model, spaceship on Yamamoto, but
it was the Yamamoto. You're right.
But renamed historical Yamamoto, but is renamed to Argo after the ship of Jason and the Argonauts.
I was right.
So in the dub version, because also the Yamamoto was named after the ship.
That's like the battleship.
The battleship, the real battleship was a World War II battleship, and they used that name in the anime, and then it was problematic when it came to America. So it's the Argo here, but for anybody watching it in OVA, you get it as the Yamamoto.
Well, Krypto and Superboy start playing, and there's a passenger plane, very likely made by McDonnell Douglas.
Yeah, that totally looks like a Mac D plane.
It's falling apart.
Well, I mean, Krypto's not helping. He bites the wing.
Oh, Krypto took a bite out of the wing.
He took a bite out of the wing, and he just like ripped it off. He likes tasty things made of metal. I love tasty metal.
And instead of immediately saving the terrified passengers, Superboy chases Krypto down to grab the wing, and then he puts it back on as they're in a nosedive.
I mean,
how many people died in that plane from hitting their heads and dying, and their cigarettes lighting the inside of the plane on fire?
Oh,
while Superboy was doing this.
All good questions, because they probably weren't using seatbelts at the time. They were smoking, all sorts of stuff going on in 1955. Wow, safety measures not there. Not living the life of a safety ranger.
Well, he grabs Krypto by the scruff and brings him over, and in a secluded area, he starts building Krypto a doghouse, and Krypto so sweetly brings him big rocks to help him.
Well, that's nice.
And Superboy, being the complete asshole he is, well, he does make a pile of bones there.
Where did he get?
But he chains Krypto to the inside of a house and just leaves him there.
What a jerk!
But first, he gives him a bath
with his tongue.
No, he uses like some scrubbing barbed wire. So he scrubbed him with barbed
Oh my
wire.
goodness.
Krypto looks very unhappy.
I would be unhappy too. This dog looks like it. Okay. Now, again, in this image right here, does this dog not look like it deserves a cowboy hat and and they have a voice like, "Well, hey there, partner."
No.
It has that kind of look. This dog. It
This
does.
dog is adorable,
I don't
especially
know.
when he lays sad in his little doghouse.
Well, from here on out, this dog is sad.
Jiu-Jitsu lawyer Paul sent me a clip
Oh yeah.
today
Uh-huh.
saying that dogs developed a muscle in their eyebrow
Uh-huh.
just to communicate with humans and look sad, so you would give them things.
Well, they do it really well. I'm sure Juliet does it pretty good.
Oh, Juliet does it very well.
Oh yeah.
She just lays her head down just like this, and she looks at me.
Yeah.
She's like, that's why we started a tiny bit late. Well, we would have started like 3 minutes late because I had to take Miss Juliet for a walk because she just looks so sad.
Yeah.
And then since it's over 80 degrees, I had to take a quick shower after the walk because in Washington State, we melt when it's over 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hot, man.
And it's too hot.
Too hot.
So, well, anyway, Superboy turns back into Clark Kent and he's wandering around. And then we see Krypto carrying a big girder walking through town.
Why does
It's
Krypto
fantastic.
like metal so much?
Well, because he wants to play fetch and he likes to carry big sticks. Haven't you seen Juliet carrying the big sticks in the water when she goes swimming?
Yeah. I see.
They like big sticks.
They like.
And his tail's wagging. He's a happy boy.
He's a happy boy.
He's a very happy boy. And so Superboy grabs the girder, and of course he's like, "Oh no, Lana Lang is coming. She's gonna see me," because he was too stupid. And then Lana says, "Clark, what's that big thing you carried here? Where is it?
Where'd it go?"
And then she says, "Oh yes, you do. It was a heavy steel girder. I saw it with my own eyes. You must have flung it away with your super strength, proving you're Superboy at last."
Oh.
And Clark is like, "You're just jumping to conclusions again, Lana." And she says, "Am I?
What a.
Can't worm out of it this time. I'm convinced.
Wow.
From now on, I'll call you by your right name, Superboy." Clark's like thinking, "Wow, well, I'll worry about that later. Right now, I better chase down that pesky dog and return the girder."
Gotta get that dog.
So after a swift change and a flashing leap into space, Krypto and Superboy are playing in outer space together, chasing comets and playing baseball.
He threw Krypto into space, essentially. He threw the girder into space, and Krypto chased it into space. And you know why? Do you know why, Dan?
Why?
Because space is the place.
That's not where I was going. But they come back to Earth, and Krypto runs through a wall chasing a cat.
Oh,
and
that's
then Krypto
terrible.
Krypto and Superboy go and fix the bridge. They put the girder back, and Krypto, he's got his little paws on there.
Looking all
He's all
cute
excited.
and everything.
He's fixing it. And then Superboy, because he's a jerk, he's like, "You're really in the doghouse with me, Krypto. What am I going to do with you? Instead of super fun, you're turning out to be super trouble for me, especially by giving away my identity to Lana Lang." The jerk. Does not Superboy not realize that he's supposed to take care of his dog and help train the dog? You don't blame the dog for being a dog.
Dog just wants to have.
It's like these people that adopt puppies and then complain because they act like puppies.
I know. The dog just wants to play. You just gotta let the dog do dog things, and then you pick up the dog yams and you clean up after them. And if they chew up something, you fix it or throw it away or cry about it later if it's $100 bill.
Well, he does change his tune, but he says, "But wait, I've just thought of the perfect way to handle Lana. All I need are my cape and a homemade boomerang and Dad Kent's new ladder." And is he MacGyver now?
Oh, wow. He's pulling a MacGyver. Okay.
Well, anyway, he starts carrying a ladder, and Lana's like, "Hello there, Superboy. Guess you gave up trying to fool me more. You're carrying that heavy steel ladder right before my eyes."
Oh.
And then he says, "Hey, catch." And he's like, "Have you heard of these new magnesium ladders?" Holy shit, he's going to burn her. What?
I think he's gaslighting her for sure.
Magnesium ladder.
Magnesium. let me throw this at you and then I'll get my flint and steel out and set you on fire, Lana.
Let me see where in the code it talks about this.
And why is he gonna burn her? Because she's a witch.
Advertise the sale. Code for advertising. Do you know you couldn't sell fireworks in magazines?
Oh man, because they're too hot.
Liquor, tobacco, sex, pinups, art studies, knives, realistic gun facsimiles, fireworks, gambling, nudity.
Well, I guess
to the best of his ability, each publisher shall ascertain that all statements made in advertisements conform to the fact and avoid misrepresentation. How the hell did Sea Monkeys make it in?
They got they're in one of the prize giveaways. There's a .22 rifle in there.
Well, I don't know how it made it through the code.
It passed the code somehow. What was the first month? I mean, they were.
Well, anyway, Superboy, continuing to be a complete jerk, uses Krypto to trick Lana,
gaslighting,
and then he sends Krypto into outer space. Oh, well, he just says, "But I still Krypto. Much as I love you, you spell trouble for me. I wish I knew what to do with you. I'll have to sleep on it." So he takes him to the doghouse, and he locks him up. But the next morning, Krypto is gone.
Why?
Because Krypto is playing in outer space. Superboy's like, "Krypto, my pal, Gulp, the only dog I've ever known. I ever had. Maybe he'll come back once in a while just to say hello." Well, maybe you weren't such a jerk.
Yeah.
Krypto would have stuck around, Superboy.
You treated him super bad, Superboy. So you get super
Maybe you should have talked to Ma and Pa Kent and got their advice.
Yeah, but you got nothing now. No dog, no car, no girl. You're a country song.
Did you know
What?
that you could get a U.S. government job that pays up to $4,205 a year to start?
Whoa, really? What kind of jobs can you get?
It doesn't say.
It does too.
But it does say vets get a preference, and it does say a grade school education is required.
I mean, I got a grade school education. It says you can be a railway clerk.
A railway mail clerk, postal clerk, city or rural carrier, office clerk, border patrol. Well, some things don't change.
Some things don't change.
And I think, pretty soon you're going to be able to get lots of government jobs too, because they fired everyone in the government, and so there's lots of jobs.
Oh, hey, cool. Well, prepare now for 1955.
Well, while we are not going to cover these other stories today on the podcast.
Okay.
We're going to do a little short podcast today because Greg has things to do.
Yeah.
Because he has a very busy week. But we do get the first undersea newspaper.
Undersea newspaper, which I don't understand. But, I mean, and it was hard for me to understand, but I guess he used Octopus Ink, and Aquaman's like, yo, I'm passing out these newspapers. I got my dolphin on it, and if you don't like it, my dolphin's gonna mess you up. He'll bite your butt, and I'm gonna ride these like other dolphins around on my flipper feet to like go distribute the newspaper that I got stuck in a whale.
Did you know that this Aquaman comic, was inked and penciled by a woman that retired and died last year?
I did not.
Ramona Fradon drew the Aquaman story.
The whole thing? I mean, it is it's a good story, and that's why I was kind of like, you didn't read this, man? It's like interesting, but it's crazy to me that like he's making a newspaper underwater. And then
I played the hats game.
You played the hats game, okay. And got all the hats. Yeah. Name all the hats.
There was also a Green Arrow story in here by George Papp. Penciled and inked by George Papp.
What got me was the United Nations at Work side comic here. And if you look at all the countries coming together to help Iran on the airplanes that are flying over it. Pakistan and India and the US and the USSR. All countries that I don't think are working together on anything at this moment.
They were all helping Iran, huh? They weren't bombing them?
Yeah, I don't think any of these countries are helping. This is and yeah. This is a dated
Well,
comic.
India and Pakistan definitely wouldn't have been hanging out with planes next to each other either. So.
They might have in 1955, but definitely not now.
Well, did you read the Striking It Rich short story?
About uranium.
Yeah.
I read some of it, and then I got lost in the sauce.
Do you think Mr. Pluto was here too?
No, Mr. Pluto.
For people that don't know, our inside joke from our debate days, Mr. Pluto was the Japanese cartoon promoting the safe use of plutonium.
Plutonium, yes.
I believe Mr. Pluto's fallen out of favor in Japan after Fukushima.
Yes. Mr. Pluto.
But, you know. And we have a Green Arrow story too.
Oh yeah, the Green Arrow
Old school.
story it's crazy.
Green Arrow and his junkie sidekick.
Hey, he was clean. He was living a clean life at this moment, Dan.
How do you know? How do you know?
How do I
In
know?
fact, we
fact
how do
find
you
for
know?
me, Dan. Fact
Well,
find.
let me
You're gonna-
fact find for you.
You're gonna
okay?
call it out. You better have the facts, man.
Well,
if you're gonna
let's
call
see.
out Speedy and say he was on the, if he was shooting,
General
shooting
standards,
H.
criminals, scenes of violence. Let's see. Dialogue, religion, costumes. I mean, I'm trying to find stuff about drugs
This is
here.
1955. Was he on the H or not? I don't think he was.
I think he was. Maybe
he was chasing.
Maybe he was.
He's on the white
Maybe
horse.
he was on the greenies.
He's on the mean greenies.
What if they'd given Krypto a greenie?
He's already got a green rocket.
Yeah, he would have been so happy. He just would have brushed his little teeth.
Yeah,
and,
he was just like shoot him up. And
I guess it falls under crime shall never be presented in such a way as to create sympathy for the criminal, to promote distrust of forces of law, justice.
Oh, I see.
Trying to find stuff about. There's got to be something about drugs here.
Well,
I don't know. I'm getting tired of reading about this stupid code. It's pissing me off.
I
Giving me a
think
headache.
at this moment, at this time in juncture, Speedy has sped away from the speed, and he.
Well, did you know
What?
that scenes dealing with or instruments associated with Walking Dead, torture, vampires, vampirism, ghouls, cannibalism, and werewolves are prohibited?
Oh my gosh! Well, how did this guy?
Universal monsters.
How'd this villain make it in? Because he's a freaking ghoul. If you ever seen one, look at him. Look at him, Dan. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not.
Sex, perversion, or any inference to the same is strictly forbidden.
He's got both of those too. Look at him.
Speedy?
No, the villain in the story.
Are you sure Speedy doesn't?
Why do you keep?
Well, those are the bad guys.
Why do you keep What is your deal about Speedy? You got something for the Speedy?
I know what comes in the future. That's why. Like, I'm not. It's. Well, there are guns for sale in here. What the hell?
I told you it's a
Yeah.
22 rifle, man.
Oh, maybe a 22 rifle isn't a real firearm.
Excuse me, but 22 rifle will do the damage.
Men, women, boys, girls, yours for only 1 cent. The stunning assortment of 21 all-occasion greeting cards.
Whoa, 21 all-occasion greeting cards and solves. Well, that's on another page.
United Nations stamps.
Yeah,
This is
man.
fun.
Stamps.
Well,
Man.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think of our first comic code adventure comic story here?
I thought it was
featuring
pretty.
Krypto the Superdog.
I thought Krypto the Superdog was pretty good. I feel bad that Superboy was such Chad and made Superdog Krypto go
He just
live in
leaves
space.
Krypto in space. He doesn't even try to go find
Yeah,
him.
he's
What
like-
if Krypto gets in the way of a spaceship and gets hit?
I know, or it gets like just there's so many.
He didn't
different
even
variables.
microchip him.
I know, so many variables.
He could have taken him to the Fortress of Solitude and
He could have done.
had him hang out there and play there. Like, there's all sorts of things he could have
He
done.
could have taught him to be a good boy. Instead, he just treated him like a bad one. He's no better than the dog catcher who he takes.
Well, he is the dog catcher because of
He is the
let's
dog
check.
catcher.
Yeah, in every instance, good shall triumph over evil, and the criminal punished for his misdeeds.
Nothing but Mr. Deeds. That if Superboy's Mr. Deeds, then we gotta go smack his foot with a fire poker. No?
Well, maybe it's because he couldn't keep the dog
Mm.
and protect him, because it says here, the crime of kidnapping shall never be portrayed in any detail, nor shall any profit accrue to the abductor or kidnapper. The criminal or the kidnapper must be punished in every case.
I see.
So maybe that's why he couldn't hold him there, because he was kidnapping Krypto.
Oh,
what
he
was
was
going on.
kidnapping Krypto? What the heck, man?
Well, we just have to make sure the book aligns with the code, right? We wouldn't want to like violate.
Is it kidnapping
It's
or
code
crypto
here.
napping? And is crypto napping the same as it was back then in 1955 now? Or is it different? Or just because of the name? And could DC sue because of the use of the name crypto? These are questions I want to know.
Well, they didn't.
Why didn't they? They should have. Crypto.
This book also says Krypto never received his own book, but they are wrong, because Krypto has his own book right now.
Crypto's got his own book. Well,
They should have said at the time Krypto had never received his own book.
but now,
'Cause you never know what the future is going to be
you
like.
never know. You never know the future, man. Like, I've gone to one of those machines that tells you the future, and it might tell you one future, but then you get a cookie, and the cookie will tell you something different, and then the tea leaves will tell you something different, and then at the fair, the palm reader tells you something different.
Well, okay. I that made sense.
You never know the future, Dan.
That made total sense. Everything you just said made complete sense.
It's true.
I have a glue stick.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm just adding to your commentary.
Oh, I mean, because you could put glue on your head and then like glue other things onto it, like streamers
could,
or like.
I suppose.
I mean, because you have such a great palette for it.
All right. So anyway, Ace the Bat Hound introduced a couple months later. Comics code in full effect. But we got a crypto story. Go watch the Superman movie, because you get all the crypto you want. And
I was gonna ask questions
Greg
about.
writes stories.
I wanted to ask about Ace the Bat
things.
Dog.
Nah, we're done with Ace the Bat Hound today.
Okay.
He's not the real dog anyway. He's
not the
crypto.
real dog.
So
Yes,
yeah, we get you can watch the Super Pets movie if you want to
That's
see
true.
that. Anyway,
that's true.
we got to wrap this thing up, I think. So
Yeah.
we can't babble on about this anymore,
Okay.
or we just sound silly. But Greg wrote a comic book
I did.
with Michael Tanner.
It is called The Absolute Zeros Camp Launchpad. It's a fantastic summer
and
read.
it's a good book.
Um,
Read it in the summer, but only in the summer.
read it anytime you want to.
Read it in the summer
No,
with some Kahlua and coffee.
we don't put any limits or any specifications on when and how you should read the book.
It's not about limits.
Huh?
The X Division title. It's not about weight limits.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not. It's not about limits.
Did it win the X Division title?
Who? The Absolute Zeros?
Yeah.
No, I mean they're just a bunch of children, Dan.
Oh.
But they do go up against some formidable competition in the
From
space
evil
race.
space camps.
Yes, not
From evil space camps.
Just
Well, are you sure? Because this doesn't have the code on it, but if it did have the code,
yeah,
I'm just saying,
that's
they
true.
couldn't have evil space camps. Now, in your book,
Yeah,
let's see if it follows the code. I believe it does, because all government officials are treated with respect.
yeah, they are.
If crime is depicted, it shall be as sordid and and it shall. Nope, your book does not. Nope, because there's crime in your book, and it is not treated.
There is no crime
sordid
in the
and
book.
unpleasant
What
activity.
crime are you seeing in the book?
Well, they break into things.
Like children do. It's not breaking
That
in.
wouldn't have been okay. It
It's
would have to
not.
be
It's
treated as
not.
bad.
It's not breaking in. It's
No code. No code for you. Nope. Don't
Dan,
read Greg's book.
Dan,
It does not have the comic
it.
code
They're not
authority on it.
people. They're
No
not. They're
comic code authority stamp for you.
they're not breaking in. They're just walking through a door.
No comic code authority stamp for you. You treat crime like it pays.
Well, I guess
I can't believe it. No code for you. Which for the listeners, that means please read, because no code means nobody was censoring Greg's shit. So there
Whoa.
you go.
You might get a great story.
I'm going to get the code stamped on me.
There's an
The
alligator.
Podcaster Code Authority.
There's an alligator inside a pool where children are swimming. Who knows what kind of things will happen?
Maybe there's an Allegheny
An alligator? What?
River
I don't know.
and the alligators in it.
I don't know. Texas Tate will find
Global
them.
warming would really have to happen if the alligators were in the Allegheny.
The alligator. Oh, okay. Okay. Kind of like a growler bear.
Yeah. All right. Oh, sorry. So, Greg has a book.
Yeah.
Retro Emporium.
Yeah.
Meeker Street, Kent, Washington.
Come check it
Go see
out.
Greg and Ann.
Yeah. Check it out.
Jiu-Jitsu lawyer Paul on Jackson/Bridgeport and 27th in Tacoma.
Do it.
Not only will he help you with your employment situation, but he will also choke out the opposition.
It will. And train you to do so. Just like that.
Right, to give you glutes.
To give you.
And-
Oh, thanks, Dan. Thanks.
And he will also, on top of that, Dan will transition.
Okay.
That's it. Oh, wait, that's all the plugs we have right
That's
now.
all-
There's
that's
no
all-
books
yeah,
coming out
no.
at the moment. That's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
Yeah. That's all we
More
got.
to come.
That's all we
Something
got.
about cyborgs and weird stuff and things, but not now.
Boom.
But soon.
Yeah.
But soon. But
Soon.
not now. But soon. And we're done. That's it. That's it. So until next time, when we cover
Another comic.
called
Comic book. Book of comics.
Greg,
What?
pick the book.
I can't pick a
Pick a book.
I-
Pick a character. Pick something.
I don't know,
There
man.
must be something Greg likes. I pick everything.
I would love to read another Booster Gold book.
Okay, it will happen.
All right.
You want to? Which Booster Gold book did we read?
We didn't. Well, we read a book with Booster Gold in it, but we didn't read a Booster Gold book.
Well, we read the book. Yes, we read. So you want to read Booster Gold?
Why not?
Do you want to read the original Booster Gold, or do you want to read the second series,
I read the second.
or do you want to read
I-
like Countdown, or
oh, that's
do
sad.
you want to read?
I want to read some B&G. I want some.
You want Justice League?
Blue and gold, baby. Let's get.
Didn't we read them going? We read them going into hell.
Did we?
Yeah.
Huh. To go back and.
Or do you want old classic Booster Gold with Skeet and
Yeah, let's get some Skeets in there.
Lady Booster Gold?
Yeah, let's get all
sister.
that. Let's get all that.
Well,
Classy.
maybe we have to read number one.
All right, number
I
one.
don't have number one though.
Well, we'll have to find it.
That's expensive.
Okay, no, I guess we can't.
Well, you can still read it. I have ways. We have the DC app.
Dan has ways. He's got ways when he
We have the
doesn't
DC
want to
app.
spend.
We can legally read it.
Yeah, we got the app. There's an app for that.
Well, I may have spent some money recently.
Well, I told you not to buy the thing that you bought, and then you did.
You did not.
Oh, you bought something
tell me
else?
What to not buy?
Why do you and Travis keep doing things?
What do you think I bought?
I thought you bought another comic book.
Oh, I bought lots of comic books, but I bought a copy of DC Comics Presents number 26.
Oh, Dan.
Do you know what happens in that book?
A lot of things, and it's a very expensive book, Dan.
You don't know what happens in that book.
It's a lot of things, and it's very expensive, Dan.
What are the lot of things?
So many things, Dan. You can't
I
talk
see
about it
so
at the
many
end of a
things. What-
podcast.
what-
It's a whole podcast in
happens in-
itself, Dan.
Well, yeah, it would be because it was the first George Perez Marvel Wolfman Teen Titans short story before the new Teen Titans book.
I just figured if I just kept saying it over and over again, you would get there.
Yeah, I would just say because I get annoyed with you. Yeah, that was what
A
was
lot of
happening.
things,
Anyway,
Dan.
so anyway, moral of the story: we are all good. But yes, okay, Booster Gold. We are reading Booster Gold number one.
You want to open up your new comic book and read that, Dan?
What new comic
Your
book?
new one that you just got with the Teen
I have
Titans
lots
and
of
George
new
Perez.
comic books. All right, you want to read Booster Gold number one?
You totally ignored me.
All right.
You're like, we're not opening it. We're not reading
I'm
that.
totally ignoring you right now. We're not reading that.
You and Travis keep doing things.
Well, Booster Gold number one it is. It looks like a great story. I've got a Skeet, I've got Booster Gold, and I've got a villain that looks like the villains that were fighting Iron Man in the stories that we were reading before
I love it.
in the casino.
All right. Perfect. With a hair whipping and freezing and smacking and all that stuff.
It could happen.
It's all going to be happening with Booster Gold helming the fight and the story.
First issue excitement, Booster Gold, comics' newest and most unusual superhero sensation.
I love it. You know why? Because he's such a chode.
All right. Booster Gold it is. Let's do it. I will talk to you next week then.
All right.
And the listeners, well, I'll talk to you before next week, but the listeners, we're not talking to you till next week.
Sorry,
We've
guys.
had enough.
Sorry, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Booster Gold number one. Read it before we do. Bye.
Do it.
We are...